And with that beautiful music, I introduce to you Super Mario World. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play Live Commentary. And I am Double RPG, and for this live commentary series, we are going to be taking a look at another side-scroller. It's the ever so joyous and ever so popular Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. The launch title for the Super Nintendo when it came out back in 1991 in the United States and Europe. And it was also a launch title for Japan too, but yes, we are going to be playing this game in its entirety in the single-player mode as Mario. And as you can tell, it has the dates 1990, 1991, and 1993. That's because I'm playing this game on the Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World cartridge. So yeah, I'm actually playing this game, which has the sprite fix on Luigi. Welcome, this is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Yep, no kidding. And in Japan, this game was originally known as Super Mario Bros. 4, even though it became unknown to us. So, yeah, it's kind of a shocker that, you know, it would end up like this, but, what can you say? Anyway, we're here at Yoshi's house, which is just a regular, just little hub level that doesn't really have any importance. So, we're going to pretty much go through Worlds 1 and 2 today, which is Yoshi's Island and Donut Land. So, here we are at Yoshi's Island, level 1, and we're getting things started here, just getting used to the controls. And as you can tell, the controls are pretty much the same as Super Mario Bros. 3, but there are some noticeable differences and additions to the gameplay. And I gotta say that, you know, between Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World, it's really hard to debate which is the better game because they're both really good. But sometimes I find the controls in Super Mario World to be a bit slippery. But that doesn't mean it's all that bad. I mean, I still think this game is a really big masterpiece by all standards. And, you know, I think it ranks really high with, you know, the original Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Bros. 3. It's a really stellar game. I'd probably consider it in my top 5 Mario games of all time. And I'd have to say my top 5 Mario games, not in any particular order, are this game, Super Mario Bros. 3, the original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 64, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. All great, outstanding games in their own rights. But, you know, in terms of the handhelds, I'd still say that my favorite in the side-scrolling fashion has to be probably either New Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario Land 2. But in the 3D perspective, I choose Super Mario 3D Land all the way, even though it's the one that is the original. I mean, that is original in terms of gameplay, but Super Mario 64 DS was a remake. Okay, now we have completed level 1 of Yoshi's Island, which is the first world, and that was a pretty simple and basic level to get through. It's not that difficult, and as you can tell, we got used to some of the controls, and that led us to a new area, and this place is called the Yellow Switch Palace. Now, these Switch Palaces in the game are another new feature in the Super Mario franchise, or in the Mario franchise, and what these switches will do is that they will give you access, or, well, not necessarily access, but they will create blocks, or release blocks that will either create platforms, or they will give you power-ups, kind of like the mushroom or the feather cape, but I will be talking about the feather cape in a bit. Okay, we have hit the switch for the Yellow Switch Palace, and it says the power of the switch you have pushed will be turned blank into a yellow switch. Your progress will also be saved. Oh, that's very nice. And as you can tell from the Switch Palace, the yellow switches, or the yellow blocks, have all went around Dinosaur Land. Yes, that's the name of this whole place. It's called Dinosaur Land, and or Dinosaur World, or whatever. Yeah, Dinosaur World. But each land, kind of like Yoshi's Island, is what makes up Dinosaur World. And here we have the introduction of Yoshi. Hooray, thank you for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi. On my way to rescue my friends, Bowser trapped me in that egg. Yep, another beloved icon that would become really popular to this day. And I would have to say that, you know, Yoshi is a really great sidekick. And, you know, it's kind of a shame that you don't see Luigi getting that much love for, you know, in the sidekick fashion, because he's Mario's brother. And I would think Mario would have to appreciate his brother more than he does Yoshi, but, you know, with Yoshi, he is a lot braver than Luigi. But, oh well. But at least with Yoshi, you can get through all the levels just fine, but, you know, you can go from level to level with Yoshi. But in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you couldn't even do that. I mean, if you went through a level, then Yoshi would stop following you after you completed the checkpoint. Or not complete the checkpoint, but completed the whole level. So that really, I really felt kind of bad for that to happen, because I really wanted, you know, for the game to, you know, be able to let you take Yoshi in all the other levels. But evidently that doesn't happen in those other games. But in this game, this is where you do it. And not to mention, this game also got a remake on the Game Boy Advance called Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. And that game was garnered with some very positive praise, and it's a really good handheld game in its own rights. Kind of like the other side-scrolling games that they offered in the Advance series. Oh, and speaking of Super Mario Advance, I did pick up the 10 free Game Boy Advance games that were a part of the 3DS Ambassadors program, and they just came out today. You know, since this is coming out on Saturday, then that means it would have released yesterday in both the United States and Europe, and Australia already got it, and Japan already should have it too. So yes, everybody has their free Game Boy Advance games, whoever bought their 3DS early, and I'm one of those people. So yeah. I got Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island, or Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, which is based on the Super Nintendo game Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And I wonder why they called it, you know, Super Mario World 2, even though it was radically different from this game. I'm kind of perplexed by that, but, oh, it doesn't matter. That game's really great, too. So, yeah. The 3DS the Game Boy Advance games in the Ambassadors program have finally released. And we got great games such as F-Zero Maximum Velocity. And we also got WarioWare Mega Micro games. You know, Super Mario Advance 3, which is Yoshi's Island. And then we also got Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Metroid Fusion. Legend of Zelda and the Minish Cap, which I was very surprised to see. As well as Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones. And we also got Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is pretty awesome. And we also got some others too, but I'll have to look back and see what else we got. But we got some really great games that, you know, came in from Nintendo, and they did a really good job, you know, compensating us who bought the 3DS early. So, yes, I have to thank Nintendo on their behalf for, you know, not trying to screw over their fans or whatsoever and making peace with them, and they just do an excellent job to, you know, do things right. So yeah, those were some of the Game Boy Advance games that we could get. And, oh yeah, we also got Mario Kart Super Circuit. I forgot about that one too. Another racing game. Really good one too. And, I don't know, I wonder if that's 10 or not. I can't remember, but we also, well, those are some of the Game Boy Advance games we got in the Ambassadors program. They're all pretty good. I mean, I was kind of miffed to not see Golden Sun on there, although I kind of suspected that they weren't going to put it on there because of the whole, you know, the data send feature after completing the first game to the Lost Age. So, yeah, I'll have to wait for Virtual Console release of that game whenever that comes out. So, and besides, it might have been too early to release it, I don't know, but regardless, I'll wait for it. Okay, we have completed level 4 of Yoshi's Island. And we are taken to the first castle, which is castle number 1, which belongs to Iggy Koopa. So yes, that tall, glasses-wearing Koopaling is our first boss. But one of the problems that I had with this game whenever I play it is that, you know, when compared to, you know, other Mario games to this, is that the character palettes, especially for the Koopalings, or, you know, in terms of the colors, they're really not that, how should I say this? They're not, it's just that the colors are not what the Koopalings are supposed to be represented with. And to be fair, this game was made at a really early time, so, you know, trying to get all the you know, trying to get the colors right for every character would have been an impossibility. I mean, this game was only worked with 16 colors overall, so that means getting the correct color of red and the correct color of, like, blue and the correct color of green and, you know, the correct color of almost anything. That probably would have been an impossibility, you know, to work with a game that had 16 colors in the overall, you know, color schema itself. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm traveling on the fence here, and I'm pretty much stomping on the Koopa Troopas that are climbing the fence. And if you if you continuously climb on the fence, you can you know, continuously hit them, and you can gain extra lives, because it's the same thing as the one-up trick in the original Super Mario Brothers, where, you know, you continuously jump on the Koopa Troopa shell when it's coming down the stairway. It's the same matter as that. So, yeah, this is another game that's where it's really easy to get extra lives. It's much more easier to get many extra lives than it was in Super Mario Brothers 3, but at least I like the challenge in that game a lot better. Okay, and that's the first introduction of the, I guess you could say, the Castle Hammers. Okay, this is Iggy Koopa, and like I said, the palette on the color palette of the character, it's not exactly what it's supposed to be. So, but you know, graphics don't make a game. It's just the gameplay that matters. So, at least, you know, they did manage to keep the identification for Iggy Koopa, where he does wear glasses and all. But you know, I can't really complain. But anyway, we have completed the first castle, and we get some really cool animation for destroying that castle after we defeat a Koopaling. Mario has defeated the demented Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend, who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Donut Land. Donut Land, huh? So yeah, as you can guess, most of the lands that we're going to in Dinosaur World are pretty much based on either food, condiments, or flavor. Okay, so here we are at Donut Plains 1. And this is the introduction of the Feather Cape. This is the item that will allow you to fly in this game, even though we just lost it there. But yes, it will allow you to fly. Oh, come on! It will allow you to fly, and it will let you hover in the air if you hold it in a specific direction with the D-pad. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we got it. And that was a new enemy that we just seen, that spits out the fire flowers. Those are known as volcano lotuses. And as you could tell, those Koopa Troopas with the capes, they are known as Koopa Troopas, but I can't remember what their official names are. I think they're called Caped Koopas, or whatever. But yes, those are a new variation of the the Koopa Troopas in this game. But yeah, lots of newer enemies in this game than what we've seen in Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers 3, excuse me. Okay, here we have an introduction of how, we can fly in the air and we can glide with keeping the cape in balance. And this is how we keep... Whoop, didn't do it right. Let's try it again. This is how we keep the cape in balance. You just hold the right button for a little bit, and then when Mario's about to go down a little bit, then you just repeatedly hit the left button. Then you just hit the left button to make him glide up a little bit. Just to keep him balanced with the, floating in air and all that. And this is a good place where you can actually grab some coins if you are desperate to get some more coins. So you can get some 1-ups. So yeah, this is a good place. And if you just hold the button you're using to descend down quite a ways, then you should be able to pound on the ground to, knock the enemies down off their feet, and you can pretty much kill enemies that way. So yeah, there are multiple usages for the Feather Cape. And, it's really cool that we've seen the return of the Tanuki tail in Super Mario 3D Land and Mario Kart 7, but sometimes you gotta wonder, when is the Feather Cape actually gonna make an appearance in newer Mario games? The only possible game that we have seen the return of the, the feather or the cape feather is in Super Mario Kart, but that pretty much allowed you to jump really high to avoid any gaps or whatever. Okay, and also I forgot to mention the. Oh, that's That enemy right there is actually called a Charge and Chuck. They are the football players that are in league with Bowser. But another thing I wanted to mention is that in this game, one of the newest features is... another one of the newest features are the dragon coins, which are those big, huge coins that has Yoshi's, face on it, which, look like dragons or whatever. There are 5 of those in every level, and if you collect 5 of those, you will gain a 1-up. But there are some instances where there are multiple ones, and you can grab the multiple ones to gain some more extra lives after that. So yeah, very creative with trying to get some extra lives in this game. And this was pretty much a precursor before the star coins in New Super Mario Bros., in a sense. But in New Super Mario Bros., especially for New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they became quite important if you wanted to get access to the, to the special world or whatever. Okay. Now, this is one of the auto-scrolling levels that we're here in, the Donut Plains. And you want to be careful. You want to watch out for those, bats that fly down. I think they're called dirges or whatever. Which are supposed to be the names of bats in certain, games. Like in Golden Sun, a certain bat type of enemy is called a dirge. Or there might be a different name for it. I'm not sure. I mean, I do know the names of some enemies in this game, but not every one of them. And one of the pipes that we just passed by actually leads us to a secret exit. But, or it leads us to a secret area where we can find a secret exit to take us to a new part of a level. And what you just saw right there was the return of the Buzzy Beetles from the first Super Mario Bros. So another classic enemy coming back in full glory. Excuse me. Oh, no. Give me back my feather cape. I never even thought that the Buzzy Beetles would make a return. That's quite a shocker. Even though they kind of seem underrated in the first Super Mario Bros. And you better get down, Mario! Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to die right there. But we made it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump here. And let's just scroll along this platform that moves up and down by itself. Oh god, okay, thank you. Now let's grab that dragon coin before we get out of here. Very good, we got ourselves another extra life. And we can go down this one, or is it the other one? Oh, it's the other one. And that's another new enemy right there, but that's a different variation of the spiny, where they only have one spine on their back or on their shell. But they do go by a different name. But I'll have to give you guys a rundown of the names of the enemies that are in this game, probably in the next episode. Okay, this is the introduction of the bonus stage. In Super Mario World. If you complete levels, that have bonus stages and such, then you can try to get the access of then you are gain the privilege of trying to gain extra lives. But it's pretty much a game of matchup, and if you get all the matchups, with the correct symbol, then you should get up to a maximum of 8 lives. 8 extra lives, that is. Okay, we're back here at Donut Plains 2, and the underground part of Donut Plains, and we actually want to go inside this pipe now, because that will take us to where the secret is located. And there's a Charge and Chuck, and the Charge and Chucks have a different type of have a different variation towards their their character sprites. Like, some of them will either kick footballs at you, some of them will charge at you, some of them will throw baseballs at you, some of them will separate itself into 3 parts, and some of them will have, like, gladiator sticks or whatever. Sticks that you would see off American Gladiators. Yeah, those are some of the variations of the character. Too bad there are no hockey puck ones. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to... Oh, dang it, I didn't do it right. Basically, what I was trying to do is I was trying to kick the Koopa shell and hit the other Koopa Troopas with it, so I can try to get an extra life, but evidently that did not work. But it's okay, we still have plenty of lives, and we're probably going to have 99 before this Let's Play is done anyway, so... Okay. Alright, we have completed the Green Switch Palace, and now we have access to the green switches in this game, and the green switches will give us the feather capes. So when the yellow ones have give us access to the, the regular mushrooms, the green ones give us access to the feather capes. Okay, we are going to go here to Donut Ghost House, and this is the first haunted house level in Super Mario World. It's another type of level that became a staple in the Mario series, and this is the introduction of the Boo Buddies. So yeah, we are trying to go through this level avoiding a bunch of Boo Buddies, and the Boos pretty much became a staple in the Mario series ever since Super Mario Bros. 3, and it's good to see that they make a return again. Okay, now before we take the P-switch with us, we actually want to go through this door first, because what this is going to show us is another new feature, the coin snakes. Basically, whatever direction you go, you can actually direct the coins to travel within, you know, the area that you're at. And you can try to get a lot of coins from the coin snake, you know, when you do this kind of thing. So, yeah, think of this as a way to make some money. And, now granted, we won't be able to get all the coins that, you know, that the coin snake left, but we'll just, grab whatever we can, and, I think it's time for us to get back out here. And, we do have a lot, so, anyway, let's take this door once again, and let's go ahead and hit that, but we're gonna take the P-switch to the door again, so let's go ahead and take it, and, if we just did that, then there is a, piranha plant that turns into the beanstalk that climbs up, and where we can climb that up, and it takes us to this door, and we can exit out of the ghost house and complete this level. Very good. And there is a secret exit, you know, that's here in the Donut Ghost House, but I will be showing you that a little bit later. But for now, let's just, you know what? I think we're actually going to go back to Donut Plains 1, because there is actually you know, since we have activated the green switches, you know, the green switch palace, there is a certain part where you can actually get access to a secret level within the Donut Plains. But it involves having to go up, you know, the, you know, going up this, but we're not going to do that. We're going to take Yoshi with us. And that is the introduction of the keyholes. You know, well, if it was officially supposed to be the introduction of the keyholes, but we went to Donut Plains 2, which led us underground, and that was our first introduction. But anyway, right there is a new enemy, the one that's sleeping. That's called Rip Von Fish, and there's the normal Cheep Cheeps that you see in Super Mario Brothers, and the one with the goggles, they are known as Blurps. So yeah, 3 different variations of, you know, fish enemies in the Mario series. But the Cheep Cheeps pretty much maintain the status as the most popular sea enemy in the Mario franchise. That and bloopers. Which, speaking of which, we don't actually see any bloopers in this game. Yeah, some of the enemies that you don't see in the, you know, in the other Super Mario Brothers games did not even make the cut in this one. And I'm very surprised to see that the bloopers did not even make the cut in this one. So, sadness. Oh well. I guess, you know, since the Super Nintendo was more capable of producing a lot of newer enemies, this is what we're going to get. But hey, I have no quarrels. And you want to be careful with Rip Von Fish, because if you're close to it and when it wakes up, it looks like it wants to kiss you. So yeah, Rip Von Fish is the equivalent of that fish trying to give you mouth herpes. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's going to want to try to kiss you a whole lot. But if it tries to kiss you, then Mario will get smaller, and then you will have to look for a new power-up to protect you. And that's another one of the things that I'm actually really surprised with this game, is that when you take a hit from an enemy, even when you have a power-up, it instantaneously goes you back to being small. But, yeah, it's like following the original Super Mario Brothers, you know, with, you know, if you have a power-up and you get hit by an enemy, then you are going to, you know, shrink down in size. So yeah, I was really surprised that this happened. I wonder if they fixed that in the Super Mario Advance 2, you know, the remake to Super Mario World 2. I mean, the Super Mario World game. I hope that they fixed that, because that was a really big problem that I had with this game, is that every time when an enemy hit you, whenever you had a power-up, such as the Fire Flower or the Feather Cape, you would shrink back in size. And that really kind of perturbed me a bit. Okay, nothing right there, so let's go ahead and hit this tape. Actually, you know what, let's see if we can try to get the top. Ah, no, dang it, I missed. If you hit the top tape, which gives you 50 points, that's one of the things I forgot to mention, is that every time when you cross the tape at the end of the level, you gain a number of points, and if you gain 100 of those points, completion points, then that will give you access to the bonus game. Okay, we're back here at the ghost house, and I'm going to show you that area where, where we can get access to that secret exit. But we're going to need the feather cape for this, and you don't want to be standing at where you're at for too long, or else the boo buddies are going to hit you. If we come up here, this pathway will lead us to the secret exit of the Donut Ghost House. So, let's go ahead and hit these blocks here, because hitting these blocks, they do contain 1-up mushrooms. We'll gladly take those. Oh, I made them jump up in the air with the feather cape. Okay, we got 26 completion points for clearing that. That puts us at 77 completion points. And if we hit that secret exit, that will take us to a top secret area. What's in this top secret area, you might ask? Well, there are 5 blocks here, but one of them contains a Yoshi egg, which is this one. The 2 at the right, they contain feathers, and then the 2 on the left, they contain fire flowers. So use that place if you need to grab some power-ups. Okay, here we are at the ghost house. Another ghost house. So this is the secret ghost house of the Donut Plains. And we're going to go through this level twice, because there is another secret exit that we can go through, and it will take us to the one of the secret worlds in this game, but I'll tell you about it once we get closer. And there is the introduction of the Big Boo right there. And one of the other enemies that passed by that kind of looks like he looked like a dinosaur that was all ghostly, they are known as Eries. But yeah, that big, huge boo behind us, that is known as the Big Boo. Okay, we don't want to grab that. And there's a little boo buddy. And there's a ring of boo buddies right here. These are most common in this game, is that the boo buddies in this game, sometimes they'll ring around each other, or sometimes they'll form a line to, try to extend themselves, to make themselves a long and continuous boo buddy stick, or whatever. Okay, now, I'm going to show you just the regular exit first. So, what we want to do is, we want to take the P switch right here, and, we want to hit this door right here. And that will take you just to the regular exit. Okay, we got 26 points, so we can do another bonus game here. So, I think we're going to do that, and hopefully we can get some more extra lives. Which, I assume we will. Okay, and we need the fire flowers in the middle, but I don't think we're going to be able to hit a fire flower all the way through. And be sure you stand at a good spot, so that way you can, try to do well. Okay, we didn't get any more extra lives. We only just got 1. Well, I guess 1 is better than nothing, so we'll take it. Okay, so we have completed the Donut Secret House, and that takes us to that pipe. But we're going to go back to the Donut Secret House, and we are going to find the secret exit. And we have to come back here at this place once again. And remember that beanstalk that grew out of that one part? Yeah, we're going to climb that up, and we're going to go this way. That will take us to that secret door right here. So yes, this is the equivalent of a boss fight, but this is just a secret boss, and it's just a, I guess you can call him King Boo, because, ouch, because he can hide himself and protect himself from getting hurt, and he's not that too hard, and we just pretty much defeated him, because we had to throw a few of those blue blocks at him. And yeah, that's another new feature in this game, is the blue blocks. You can actually pick those up, and you can kick them at enemies, kind of like, how you can pick up the Koopa Troopa shells, and you can kick them at your enemies. Yeah. Anyway, after we completed that secret exit, that will take us to Star Road. But we're not going to get into Star Road right away. We will be saving that near the end of this live commentary Let's Play. But once we get to the Valley of Bowser, which we are in right now, but we're at the Donut Secret, after we completed the last Koopaling's castle, then the next episode after that, we will go to Star World afterwards. Or Star Road, or whatever it's called. But yes, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that, with, how you, how you get access to the Star Road or whatever. But, yeah, let's just focus on Donut Secret 2. And we're here in the Valley of Bowser for the first time, and that's the final world that's within this game, or the final land that's in Dinosaur World. And that is where the princess was taken, Princess Peach, or Princess Toadstool. Because back in the early days, they used to call her Princess Toadstool, and they called Bowser just Koopa in the original game, but he was always called Koopa in Japan. So I guess they wanted to, you know, name the characters, or name the main enemies in this game, or the Koopalings and the, you know, Bowser, the names of music composers or whatever, because they wanted to give this, you know, give the characters in this game some character based off of really popular, you know, icons back then. So I guess they just wanted to do that. But as for Goombas and Koopa Troopas, I don't know why. I don't know why they even named Toad, you know, as he is. Because in the original, you know, in the Japanese versions of Mario, they called Toad by this name, Kinopio, which is supposed to be a play on words for Pinocchio, but they called him Kinopio. Okay, so anyway, we're hit the secret area of Donut Secret 2, and we're using the balloon to float around here, and we're just grabbing these coins along the way. And I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna leave Yoshi where he is. And I know some of you might be like, "How dare you leave Yoshi?" Well, you don't always need him in to complete every level. But some people might say, "Oh, Double R, but you need him to complete every level." And it's like, well, yeah, but you know, I got plenty. I mean, there's plenty of other times where I can try to get Yoshi, and I can bring him elsewhere. But you don't always have to do that. Okay, we completed Donut Secret 2, and that will give us access to a newer pipe, and if we take this pipe, it will actually bring us to a pathway that will bring us over to Donut Plains 3, which is the next level we are supposed to go to. The next main level, that is. Okay, it's another one of these levels, and as you can tell, these are all treetops here, so we're pretty much in the sky of like a foresty area. And there is a blue Koopa Troopa. Another thing I gotta mention, too, is the, whenever Yoshi eats Koopa Troopas, sometimes they will give him abilities. Sometimes, you know, different Koopa Troopas will give him different abilities, like the green one, you could just spit them out to, you know, throw back at your enemies, which is the equivalent, you know, of kicking a Koopa Troopa shell at an enemy, as Mario. And then the red ones, they will make Yoshi breathe fire out, where you can say, "Fireballs! Yum!" But yeah, he spits 3 fireballs in 3 different directions to hit his enemies with. And if you swallow the yellow and the blue ones, well, the flashy ones, that is, that take, you know, that take the part of yellow, then yeah, you can make Yoshi fly for a bit. He'll have wings on his side, and you can make him fly. So yeah, Yoshi can fly too, besides just Mario. But there's also some switches that will give you wings, in which Yoshi can actually use to fly up to the secret area. And it will actually transform him into a blue Yoshi. So yeah, there's more than one type of Yoshi within this game in terms of color. And I'll be showing you the other colored Yoshis once we get to Star World. But I don't go through any of the, you know, the thingies that have the wings, you know, for the Yoshis in this game. So, yeah, sadness that I did not get to that, but it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty much trying to complete all the levels legitly. And if you hit that block that has the star on it after you collected 30 coins in each, you know, in whatever level you're in, then you should be able to get an extra life. That's one of the things that I've learned by watching Slim Kirby's Let's Play of this game, which, you know, I never even figured out how that star block even worked. I didn't even know you had to collect 30 coins to get an extra life to come out of that. I always thought it was just there for show, or it was just there for luck. Okay, and there's just the regular Goombas and the regular Piranha Plants. Classic Mario enemies coming back with a passion. Can we get down that pipe? Yes, we can. Okay, and here we have some scaling pipes. You want to be careful and don't fall down. Oh, and don't hit the enemies either. You always want to make sure you don't hit enemies. Okay, so there is the amazing flying Hammer Brother. So yes, the Hammer Brothers make a return, but that Hammer Brother is pretty fat. Up, you messed it up for me, Koopa Troopa. And there's a fire flower. Do we need it? Yeah, you know what? We'll take it with us. Another dragon coin. And, let's see. I think if we go down this pipe... Yeah, we go down to it. Nope. Actually, that wasn't what I was thinking of. Okay. Oh, great. I grabbed that dragon coin without any problems. Very good. Go ahead and just kick that. We'll make our way back over here. Actually, yeah, it does. And if you shoot out of that big, huge pipe that goes, you know, at a diagonal, then it will shoot you up in the air for a bit. Okay, there's the checkpoint. And if we hit that switch, there is a Yoshi right here. You miss me, Yoshi? Yes, you do miss me. It's good to see you back, buddy. Okay. Okay, now here's the first instance of, you know, having a power-up come out of a, Did I just kill myself? I believe I did. Oh, well, that's my fault. Anyway, I'll go back to the top secret area, and I'll get Yoshi again, and I'll get the regular power-ups. But anyway, I'm back, and let's make sure we do this right. And we're going to finish off this level and go to the next castle. So, yeah, that block right there that has the different power-ups, that was the introduction of random blocks, you know, that contain the power-ups and such. So, whatever power-up you pick that comes out of there, you know, it will keep changing after it come out of it. But whatever one you choose, that will be the one that you will get, depending on which one you select. Okay, so we're at castle number 2, where we're going to fight against Morton Koopa. And I gotta tell you that the color scheme for Morton Koopa is not the correct one from the, you know, Super Mario Bros. 3. But you'll see what I mean. Because each Koopaling that I've seen in this game, they have a different, you know, color palette in terms of their, especially for the, you know, the upper parts of their head. Well, make sure you don't slide down those stairs, or else you're gonna fall. Or you're gonna hit those, big, huge, wrecking balls. And there's the return of the Thwomps from Super Mario Bros. 3, another classic Mario villain. And there's the introduction of Dry Bones, and those small little Thwomps that we've seen at the beginning there, they are known as Thwimps. I guess they're supposed to be the equivalent of Wimpy Thwomps, because they can't even thwomp as hard as the regular Thwomps. Okay, is there something right here? I think that's a feather in the middle. Well, by golly, it is. Okay, now let's go ahead and scale up this whole section. And now this whole section here, we have to be careful of the platforms that move around. And when the platforms move around to the spot where we want them to hit, then that is where we're going to need to jump from. Oops. And watch out you don't hit Dry Bones. Okay, go ahead and climb up here and grab these coins. And we'll wait for the scrolling platforms to come back here. I gotta say that this music, you know, for a castle level, it's pretty well made. I have to give Koji Kondo some props for that. He made some pretty impressive castle music in the Mario games. Even though, you know, his work is being handled by others, or newer developers to this day, newer composers to this day, but his work is always greatly appreciated. Even if he has some slight involvement. I know he always has involvement in pretty much every main series Mario game, especially with the consoles, and he had some really big involvement in Super Mario Galaxies 1 and 2. Even though Mahito Yokota pretty much took over the reins of, you know, of making music in that game, or in both games. But Koji Kondo was involved in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's wait for this platform to come back, and I think we want to stand on this one, so that way we can jump on top of that platform, and then we can get up to the boss door, which you see that's being protected by the Dry Bones, but we'll defeat the Dry Bones going up this way. Okay, I lost my feathers, but it's okay, because there's a green block that has a feather in there, and that gives us our feather back. And here is Morton Koopa. So yeah, he's all green, he's not gray like he was in Super Mario Bros. 3. What is up with their color choices for the Koopalings in this game? Boy, someone must have not gotten the memo to make sure they were in the correct color palette as as Super Mario Bros. 3. I mean, wow, just weird. Okay, Morton Koopa's castle has been completed. And Mario's trying to kick it, but that doesn't work. But he stomps on it, and it goes down. Morton Koopa Jr. of Castle Number 2 is now just a memory. The next area is the underground Vanilla Dome. What traps await Mario in this new world? What will become of Princess Toadstool? Those would be like cliffhangers for, the 1966 Batman show, for this game or whatever. Okay, guys, I think we will go ahead and we will conclude with this episode, and we'll pick up where we left off in the next one. Anyway, guys, if you have not done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description. And if you like what you saw, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of this Let's Play live commentary. Anyway, gamers, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next episode where we get on with the Vanilla Dome. See you guys later.